Hi, I'm Matt Jackson working with Gym Club Solutions, and today we're going to be filming a video tutorial on how to teach dislocate on rings. We're going to start looking at the first progressions for dislocate on rings. Again, we're going to be starting on the floor. The reason for this is we're going to again concentrate on the basics. So we're going to look at the shape, we're going to look at the hand position and the head position. So what we're going to ask the gymnast to do today is to perform a fouled backward roll to handstand, placing their hands with their palms turned slightly out, slightly wider than their body, simulating the shape and the movement of the rings that we want to see when they do their swing, starting their dislocate. So gymnast is going to do a fouled backward roll, focus on where their hands are and their head position. So we want to see the chest rounded, the feet leading and the palms pressing down on the floor. Okay, a common mistake, like you can see in the preparation there, is for the gymnast to throw their chest out and let their feet drop down, causing them to either foul the swing into the dislocate or to pass through the rings with their chest leading in a big floppy arch. What we want to do is develop the right shapes with the feet leading and the chest in, so we can apply pressure on the rings so the dislocate will rise above the height of the ring. Okay, the next progression we're going to use is the same sort of exercise. We're going to do the backward roll to handstand with the arms slightly wide. This time, as the gymnast presses on the floor, they're going to lift their chin up slightly, so it'll be the same position as when they're passing through the dislocate and trying to rise up towards handstand. This allows the gymnast to apply pressure on the rings and hold the position slightly as they pass through, rather than dropping their chest out and falling low through the rings. When doing this preparation, the coach is going to stand behind the gymnast. As their feet rise up towards handstand, the coach is just going to catch the gymnast's legs, check that their head position is correct and their hand position is correct, so we can feel them applying pressure on the floor like they should feel when they do the dislocation. The next progression we're going to look at is allowing the gymnast to try this exercise on their own to start to feel as they roll to handstand. They're going to move their head slightly. We're not looking for a big throw of the head, we're looking for the head to follow the hands, so that when they arrive in handstand with their feet touching the block, it will be the same position as if they was upside down on rings, pressing on the rings like that. Okay, the next progression we're going to look at for dislocation on rings is a really nice one that gives you an idea of where to direct your feet and how to press. So what we're going to do is we're going to use two blocks today. The gymnast is going to be between the blocks and they're going to make a pike fold position. In the dislocation we won't make a pike fold, but this is to understand the turning of the rings, the pressure on the rings and the direction, the shape we want to hold when we're passing through the rings. Again, we really want to steer away from leading with the chest. We want to lead with the feet and apply pressure onto the rings to hold the right shape as we pass through the rings. So by doing this preparation now, we can try and find those shapes and get the gymnast to understand where he's looking, where he's pressing, and the right shapes to hold. Okay, in this preparation we can see we've now added into a block, which will give the gymnast a guide for where we want their feet to hold as they pass through the rings. So when they pass through the rings, we want their feet to be slightly leading, so when they touch the block, it should be their legs that are touching the block, and they should maintain pressure on the red blocks, holding their chest in, so that the shape is maintained as they pass through the rings in the dislocate. Okay, the next preparation we're going to use today is on the actual rings, and we're going to try and simulate the feeling of what we've done previously on the block setup. So we're going to help the gymnast by using their shoulders. The gymnast will make a kipping action to direct their feet towards handstand, keeping their chest in and the pressure on the rings, and we'll guide them as coaches up. Sometimes when you do this exercise first, if the gymnast hasn't prepared their body properly, they'll kip and they'll go into an arch. If they do this, the gymnast will fall slightly towards you. In this case, we can catch the gymnast's legs and lower them down. Okay, in this last preparation that we're going to show using this technique, we're going to try and guide the gymnast towards handstand. When developing dislocates, we're going to look at different stages. So the first stage will be through the rings, second towards handstand, and the third one will arrive in handstand. So one is a dislocate, one can be used as an accelerating dislocate, and the third one will be a long swing that will arrive in handstand. So we're showing all different stages. These take a long time to build up, especially as the gymnasts develop and get stronger. They'll find it easier to get stronger and put more pressure on the rings. So when they first start, don't be thrown off if the gymnast dislocate height is not very good. They will build up as they get stronger. Okay, so we can see now from our last progressions for dislocate, we're actually on the full height rings and the coach is supporting the gymnast throughout the skill. So when we're supporting the gymnast for a dislocation, we're looking for the gymnast to kick first, swing to the back. As they kick into the rounded dish shape that we've been preparing in the other preps, we're then guiding the gymnast on the lower back and legs to give them a height as they pass through the rings. As they pass through the rings and we're looking at their shape, we're then going to move slightly and catch the gymnast on their chest and legs to break their fall on the other side. This is important that we take the sting out of the swing on the other side in case they close their shoulder angle, causing a drop on the other side and the gymnast to pull themselves off the rings. Again, when you're learning dislocates, they'll probably be done with straps for younger gymnasts, and then when they've got the technique right, you can move on to chalk and guards so they can progress on to other skills. Thanks for watching our video today on dislocates on rings. Please take away the preps, use them safely, develop setups like we've done in the gym today. So if you don't have everything, you can build safe scenarios using blocks and mats to replicate what would happen on the actual rings in a dislocation. Even if you're starting with younger gymnasts, it's really important to use preparations on the floor and then moving up as you go along onto blocks and then onto the actual rings. So you can spend quite a lot of time on the floor shaping the gymnasts and getting them to understand where to look and where to press before we even move them onto the rings so that everything is done safely.